What is the formula to be someone like Eddie Trunk?
¿Cuál es el secreto para ser Eddie Trunk? Él está con muchas bandas, ha estado documentando muchas cosas, pero realmente ¿cuál es la fórmula para ser Eddie?
Young people often ask me how they can get to do what I've done or do, and the answer that I can give is that it comes with consistency, meaning I started doing this when I was 18, and I just turned 54, and it's literally all I've ever done. It's just been that. It's been rock music since I was little.
Mucha gente le ha preguntado qué es lo que ha hecho para estar en esto, pero él cree que la fórmula es ser consistente. Él empezó desde los 18 años y ahora ya va a cumplir 54 años y todo el tiempo se ha dedicado a esto, a estar en el tema de la música desde que era pequeño. Bueno, 18 años.
So in addition to being consistent, you also have to be good at it and learn and get better and build a trust with the artists, and also, I think more than ever, be able to stand behind what you say and have an opinion and don't be afraid to give it. And I think that's a big thing that maybe separates me from some other people. I'm sorry, go ahead. Killing her.
Aparte de ser consistente, otra cosa que es muy importante es que vayas aprendiendo día a día y que sigas intentando mejorar cada vez. Y que también otro de los puntos que cree que lo hace diferente a los demás es que tiene una opinión crítica y que no tiene miedo a dar sus opiniones.
Not everybody is going to like when you ask certain questions, but you have to ask them to serve your audience. So every once in a while, some people aren't going to like you, but that's okay because it shows they're listening, and that's what's important.
Que hay veces que tienes que preguntar algunas cosas que igual y a las personas no les van a gustar, pero realmente tienes que hacerlo. Y esa es la parte en cómo conectas con tu audiencia, en que no tengas miedo de hacerlo y que vayas generando esa confianza con ellos.
I'm a very, very strong believer that everybody should be entitled to their opinion. Even if I disagree, I love to have the discussion. Let's talk about it. You shouldn't be afraid to have to give it. If you like a band and I don't, or vice versa, it's okay. I think today it's so much everybody, is just afraid to speak their mind about things. And I've never been like that. And like I said, sometimes it gets me in trouble, but it also, I think, gets me the audience that I have.
Él cree fervientemente en que todos debemos tener una opinión y debemos defenderla. A él le gusta que si a ustedes no les gusta una banda y a él sí, pues él ama el escuchar justamente esa diversificación de ideas.
The last thing on this, to show you an example, I once had Sammy Hagar say to me, he sent me a record and he said, I need to know what you think of the record. And I said, you really want to know? Or you want me to tell you what you want to hear? And he goes, no, I want to know from you because I know you're going to tell me what you really think. So guys like that are very cool that they get it and respect that. Same with people like the guys in Def Leppard. They're still fans. They understand. You can say to them, well, what were you thinking with that record? And they'll be like, have fun with you. Other people are too sensitive, so I can't deal with that. Someone referred to me as a journalist. I never consider myself a journalist. I do a lot in that field, but at the end of the day, after all these years, I just consider myself a fan.
Él no se considera un periodista, él solo se considera un fan. Tuvo una experiencia en la que le preguntaran su opinión sobre un disco y él le decía, ¿realmente quieres que te diga lo que pienso o quieres que te diga lo que quieres escuchar? Entonces realmente impulsa esta parte de que todos defiendan sus ideas y hablen y no tengan miedo de eso.
Was that at a casino?
Yeah.
Where was that? I don't remember.
On Insurgente Sur, it was Casino Live, something like that.
Yeah. That's one of the last time I was here, 4 or 5 years, yeah. How far is that from here? Around here?
20
20 minutes? Forgot that Millie was here, the singer. I forgot that he was part of that. I think we had him come out. Yeah, and then...
de la última vez que vino a
Oh, sorry.
México,
He spoke English to me, so I just went...
Él preguntó que si él había hecho esto antes de estar con alguna banda, documentando, viajando con ellos, y después le preguntó que si recordaba la última vez que vino a México, en el casino de Insurgentes, y él dice que sí, que se acuerda, y ya.
So to answer your question, have I ever done it before? Not at this level, not this big, and not outside of the country. The first time I ever went to England in 1987, I went with Anthrax, who were friends of mine, and I was working for them at the time.
Realmente no lo ha hecho a esta escala con una banda tan grande. Lo hizo alguna vez en Inglaterra en
87.
1987.
Very old. And then the only other similar experience would be about 5 years ago, maybe, I traveled with Aerosmith for 3 shows in the US.
También viajó hace 5 años con Aerosmith en 3 shows.
So short period of time like that, but never a full tour like this is. And yeah, this will be the most consistent, consecutive. I'm going to do every show. I'll be on every show on the tour except the first one, except Tijuana, because I have a conflict and some things I need to do in the U.S. So I start in Chihuahua and then go the rest of the way.
Él estará en todos los eventos excepto en Tijuana, porque él tiene algo más que hacer. Y sí ha estado en periodos un poco más cortos como tours, pero realmente no uno tan grande como este, de gira completa.
All the new bands sounds like Deep Purple, sounds like Led Zeppelin, like Black Sabbath. I mean, we haven't had a real original band since a long time ago. So you have been immersed in the industry all your life. So what's your opinion? We are really living the death of rock and roll as we know it. We will gonna be buying re-editions and going to reunion tours and goodbye tours from now.
It is sad as a rock fan that you see many bands like Deep Purple and Sabbath and others going away.
Es muy triste para...
And it's also sad that there are some bands that should go away that haven't, because they're not good anymore. So I, as a fan, would much rather have bands retire, as much as it's sad to see them go, with still a good final memory, than going to see an older band and say, oh, they're no good anymore, they're terrible. So I'm okay with bands retiring when they feel they need to. To your question, though, directly, I'm confident, if you look at it that way, you can say, oh, all the good bands are gone, and there's no great bands coming. I don't think so. I think everything has a way of correcting itself, and you still have great bands from the 80s that are still... So I hope that somehow people can get back to that connection again. It's one of the reasons why I still love getting music in physical format. I still love CD best, but in the US, now people are buying vinyl again. Fine. As long as you feel there's something more and you have more of a connection than just that song, I think that will help, hopefully, have people be more engaged with music.
Él espera que se regrese un poco a buscar esa conexión de cuando tomas un disco y sientes esa emoción de tener algo mucho más físico en lugar de poder nada más llamar o de poder apretar un celular y poner la música.
People would wait in line to buy a record when it came out. holding that record was everything. Waiting in line for a concert ticket, all the connection to the music. Now it's encouraged right now by some of the new rock bands that I like. I just hope that people embrace them and give them an opportunity.